It's difficult for me to talk about a typical day because all my days are so different, which is one of the reasons I love my job so much. It always changes. It's never boring. It can be stressful, it can be crazy, but it's never boring. So, a typical day when I am actually running a show is kind of the most luxurious usually. That means that I've gone to bed pretty late the night before because I'm all worked up after the show and I need to come home and take a bath and read a book and do all this stuff to get into, get into bedtime mode. And then the next morning, I usually wake up a little bit on the late side. Patty Lupone says an actress should never wake before noon, but I actually usually get up around 9:30. And then I have breakfast, do my emails, and almost always go to the gym. It's a great thing just to keep, you have to have such incredible endurance to do a show 8 times a week. And so I usually go to the gym, sometimes a more light workout, sometimes really go for it. And then coming home, have kind of some of the boring part of the day, making sure that I've paid my bills and done the grocery shopping, all the boring stuff, have a little bit of that time. And then it's time to transition into getting ready for the show for that evening. And I always go to the theater super early. I get there usually 2 hours early. I usually have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich for dinner. And then I have time to actually warm up, get my body warmed up, my voice warmed up, feel ready for that night. I always have a mixtape for whatever character I'm playing. So I play her mixtape, the Hannah mixtape or whatever. And then I love it when I have a lot of time to do my makeup really nicely and slowly, listening to music, the other cast members coming in to visit and talk a little bit. That's really one of my favorite parts of the day. And do my hair and get the costume ready and all that stuff. And then right before curtain is my time when I go into the character. And so I don't do that until usually right before. And I sometimes journal as the character. So I'll write in my journal where she's at that day as if I'm her. Sometimes I just take time to go and be really quiet by myself and feel her day, what her day was like as opposed to mine. And then in the perfect situation, the rest of the cast, we have some kind of a ritual that we do together, come together and have a circle and either do a little warm up together or, just say something inspiring or do something goofy and silly and then do the show. And then after the show, the whole winding down part starts again. Sometimes going out with friends or people that came to see the show and then going down and cooling down for the night. So that's a regular day of doing a show. But the tricky part is that also during this time, there's also always other auditions. So in the afternoon, during that Keep Your Life Together part of the day, I'm often also reading plays for auditions or readings that I'm going to be doing. I'll have an audition at my agent for a voiceover gig or a commercial or a film. And then when I'm teaching, which is most of the year, I also have some lesson planning and stuff to do like that. So it can be a little hectic sometimes, but it keeps me on my toes, keeps me excited.